Later this year, a new geostationary weather satellite will be launched, the first since 2010. These satellites park over the equator and orbit at the same speed as the Earth rotates, so a geostationary satellite always has the same view of the planet. The fleet of U.S. geostationary weather satellites is known as GOES, which stands for Geostationary Operational Environmental Satellites. Prior to making orbit, they go by letters. GOES-A was launched in 1975 and became GOES-1. The most recent launch was GOES-P in 2010. It's known as GOES-15, though P is the 16th letter. That's because one satellite failed to make orbit back in 1986. GOES-1 through 12 have all been decommissioned. Currently, 2 GOES, numbered 13 and 15, cover most of the Western Hemisphere, providing one full disk image every half hour. GOES-13 is parked at 75 degrees longitude with a great view of the Atlantic Ocean and the eastern U.S. It's also called GOES-East. GOES-15 is parked at 135 degrees longitude with a great view of the Pacific Ocean and the western U.S. It's called GOES-West. So what about GOES-14? Well, it's best to have a spare in orbit. Right now, that's 14. It's parked halfway between GOES-East and GOES-West, just in case one of them has a problem. But occasionally during active weather, GOES-14 is brought out of standby to provide high-resolution imagery, 1 image per minute in what's called super rapid scan mode. For example, in 2012, it captured the fine details of Hurricane Sandy as it spun towards eventual landfall in southern New Jersey. The following August, here's what valley fog looked like at 1 image per minute, dissipating over Pennsylvania and New York, the intricate tendrils especially visible in the river valleys. In August 2014, the satellite captured the unique geographic distribution of thunderstorms over Arizona, popping up over the high terrain. Last May 31st, GOES-14 was aimed at Pennsylvania, providing high-resolution detail on convection that day that produced a tornado in Mercer County and large hail or damaging winds in 16 other counties. This year, GOES-14 was used in February to observe winter storms. Here's the rapidly developing cyclone off the Carolina coast that produced hurricane-force winds and heavily damaged a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. While later that month, Lake Superior lit up with lake effect cloud bands that clearly gave away the northwest flow. And earlier this month, GOES-14 was activated again to support a research program called Vortex Southeast, studying tornadic thunderstorms in the southern states. The next geostationary satellite was supposed to be designated Q, but that was canceled about a decade ago. Thus, the satellite to be launched this October will be designated GOES-R and will become GOES-16 when it reaches orbit. Stay tuned. The extended forecast is next.